Hiya! Haven't done a vlog in a good few days, having some sort of withdrawal symptoms, and some of my fans are like, when are you going to do a new vlog? So here I am, new video. Purpose of this one is the story that I wrote called New Blooms. Now I know on my channel there's a video that I did talking about the story, what it's about, and whoever wants to see it can see it, etc. But this video is centering on the readers' reviews. Like, some of my friends who have read it have given me feedback, so I thought it'd be interesting to do a video about what they've said, and hopefully it might encourage more people to maybe have a look at the story if they wanted. Yeah, I've got a few sort of letters here. Now obviously I got the feedback online, right, but for effect I've written it in letters, right? So my first one is that I got at the very beginning when I was sending the story out. Is from Ian, who's from uni, and he said, loved all of the metaphors and symbolism, and you could really sympathise with the characters. Very well written and great title. I think after a few weeks read it again and see if you can enhance the story even further. Great job, good to see someone making good use of their summer. Ian. That was a nice one. And then the next one, it was my friend's friend, Elsa, who wanted to have a read at it, and she said to me, your story is so gripping, I couldn't stop reading it. I'm normally a slow reader, but this one I had to keep going. You could really see inside the character's head. Keep writing, you're very talented. Well, that one's really nice, because like I had a writing block for a good few years. Like, I just wasn't getting any sort of inspiration at all, and this is my first sort of writing project for a while, so it's nice to know that I've come back fresh and good. So yay! And she's basically saying that I should keep writing, and I will. My sort of recent feedback from my friend Lucy, and Lucy actually is inspired in the story. She's one of the characters in it. She's crossed with another friend of mine, but Lucy comes through as this sort of is Nina in the story, and she comes across as very supportive and helping her out, like the protagonist out when she's confused and stuff. So Lucy has said, I am halfway through your story, it's so good, it's like I can really picture everything that's happening, it's so descriptive. So that was nice. And Lucy and I are also thinking, it's a kind of in the pot, sizzling idea sort of thing, that we're thinking about working together on doing the same story, but do it from the other character's perspective. Like, I mean, the person that the protagonist in New Blooms is basically having feelings for, that person, we're thinking about writing the story from that person's perspective, so that could be quite challenging, so that's why we're working together. So I'll keep you posted with that one. And the star letter is from one of my biggest YouTube fans, my friend Katrina from school. Now, before I read this letter, I want to say, Katrina, you are such a sweetheart. You support everything that I do, and nobody could have such a great friend. Honestly, you're brilliant. And even though we're about 3 years out of school or something, our friendship is still like that, and I'm happy with that. So this is why your letter is the star letter, okay? And I'm not just saying that because I know you're watching, I do mean it. So this is Katrina's wee letter, and she said, read your story last night and thought it was really good, and not just saying that. It was easy to believe it was a true story because of our local locations you used, so well done. And I'd love to know who inspired the characters and their characteristics. So obviously I told her who they inspired and everything, and she was impressed that I used her car and stuff like that as well. And she said I should think about publishing. Now that is a comment loads of writers want to hear. That's so lovely. So thank you so much, Katrina, and thank you everyone else for their lovely feedback, really appreciated. My next writing project that I'm just started is a kind of spiritual based one, and it's going to be centering on this girl Rachel who is living in a flat with 5 girls, and she's loads of things are not going right for her, her work's not going right for her, hardly any money, she doesn't really get on with some of the girls in her flat, so things aren't going right. And then one of the girls in the flat gets her involved in this kind of spiritual stuff and tries to get her positive and get help and stuff, and she's like, yeah, whatever, but then creepy things start to happen, but nothing's really helping her, and things are still going wrong. And one night she goes to run, just through stress, goes to the sea, and she just wants to just let the tide take her, because she just can't be arsed anymore. And then the spirit appears and basically transforms her life and changes everything. So this story is very blurry at the moment. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So, but that is my next project. So that's it. So as I say, thank you so much, friends, for your lovely feedback, and thank you for watching this video, everyone, and see you again.